Hey everybody, my name is Bethany. Welcome to my 5th podcast. Hey guys, thanks for all of my returning viewers for coming back and spending some more time with me today. If you're new, welcome. I hope you enjoy what you see and you choose to subscribe and spend some crafty time with me every couple of weeks. This week I don't have a lot to show you, but I do have finished objects, which is pretty great. Just not any whips that are currently in active progress. And then I realized that I keep forgetting to mention where you can find me on the internet. So, as I said, my name is Bethany. I live in Denver with my husband and our 3 cats, Elsa, Bellatrix, and Nala. And then, you can find me on the internet as Knotty Moose Creations. The email address for the podcast is also knottymoosecreations@gmail.com, and that is with a Knotty. I thought it was clever when I made it. And then the only other place that I'm not Knotty Moose Creations is on Ravelry, which is Moose Whiskers. And I'll leave all of that down below if you're interested. So let's just go ahead and jump right into it and get started with the finished objects. So, sorry, my notes are down here. And I'm not even sure if this is like a finished object or a mostly finished object, a mofo, but I'll let you guys decide. So I showed you guys last week that I had made more progress on my TARDIS filet crochet, and I did what I deem as finish it. Except I didn't, because I didn't sew in these ends, and it has not been blocked. But the whole graph is done, and I'll go ahead and show you that now. So it definitely needs to be blocked. It's like very wrinkly and whatnot, and I didn't sew in the ends. I didn't even like cut this off yet. But that's how big it is. So once I go ahead and block it, and then we'll lint roll it and then block it, I plan to go to Michael's with my husband Moose and go ahead and discuss framing options. We just couldn't do it on this paycheck. It was a smaller paycheck. So that's what's going on with this. I am excited that it's finished. My cousin is actually going to be out here excuse me, at the beginning of April for her like Colorado wedding reception, because not everybody can travel to New York to go to the wedding. So she's going to come out here, and I think I'm going to try to get it done for her by then, which is April 6th, so that she can take it back to New York. If she doesn't want to do that, I guess I'll find a way to transport it to New York when we fly there. I was just hoping to not have to take it on the plane. So, but I had already talked to Michael's, and it should be under $100, but that didn't include like them sewing it down on the board. So I guess we'll see how much that is and go from there. But I did go ahead and not only did I finish the chart, sorry guys, my words are escaping me. I did go ahead and also do like a single crochet border, so twice single crocheted, and all I did for that was single crochet twice in each double crochet section or chain section, whichever one it was. So it did create like some holes on the side, but they're all uniform, so I feel like it just kind of matches and it's not that big of a deal. But now that this is finished, that is exciting because I wanted to get that done, and I know our wedding's in May, which now doesn't feel that far off because we're almost all the way through March. But whatever. I mean, at least it's done. I didn't start it now and then rush to get it done, so that's exciting. But that's my first finished object. My second finished object is that clairvoyant beanie I've been knitting, and I had switched to Chow Goo needles. So here's it finished. Again, you can see where I switched from the boy needles to the Chow Goo, and I still think that afterward my tension did get better. The stitches are more consistent, and they're not as, I don't know, hopefully you can just understand what I mean. They're not as stretched. I did get lost I did lose track of where I was in the pattern though after I did the first repeat, and I don't know that I did the full second repeat. Like, I think I did based on the pictures of the pattern and based off of my finished hat. It looks like I did, but it's really small. And every time I do like any type of cabling, hats come out really small. I'd done a 4-stitch cable hat a couple of years ago, like 2015, 2016. I don't know. In like purple yarn with the sparkle tinsel running through it, and it was super exciting, right? Did not fit me. It barely fit my brother at that time, who was 6 or 7, and he's turning 13 this year. So I think I'm going to just give the hat to, I'm going to send it to Billy, the Crafty Floridian, and make some other hats to go with it to send to the kids who are needing hats for school. So there's that. I'll try it on, but it's like it fits, but I don't like it as snug as it is. So I don't like beanies this snug. Like, it makes me feel like it's just too small. And it barely covers my ears, so like my earlobes are still like right here. Wow, this camera is just not doing well with me today. So there's the hat. That's what it looks like on. And it's a good pattern. Like, it was easy for the most part to understand. She, I don't remember her name, the designer. But the designer includes some picture tutorials for like front cross, back cross, which I didn't really understand, and then some decreasing. And I just finished this less than an hour ago because I wanted to show you guys, and I wanted it off my needles. Otherwise, it just wasn't going to get done. So, excuse me. I still have a cough from the pneumonia from like a month ago. So that's the hat, but I'm going to send it off. I feel like it's better suited for a child's head. And then I want to use some yarn in my stash to make some hats for the kids, and I have some patterns in mind. So I think that'll be exciting. I'll send that off to her. Obviously, like, lint roll it, probably see if I can wash it. And then I only have one more finished object. And, oh, I do want to add, I did win at Yarn Chicken. I bought a whole other skein just in case I didn't win at Yarn Chicken, but I did. So now I'm not sure what to do with this skein because I don't really use that color very often. I guess it's just going to go in my stash. But anyway, my last finished object, I showed you a couple of weeks ago. I don't remember if I showed you last. Wow. This is what happens when I don't look at myself in the camera. I don't remember if I showed you last week, but I think it was 2 weeks ago I showed you guys. I started a pillow, or like a cuddler pattern, for the Canadian crocheter Debbie, her locale, which is like a location crochet along, or make along. I'm not sure if it's a make along or crochet along. But anyway, so what it is that you just make anything that you want that is representative of where you live. So, like I've said every episode, I live in Colorado. We live in Denver, and we really love the mountains. And so, sorry, I'm getting little fuzzies off. I made a little mountain pillow. And I super like it. It's an idea. Wow, I'm blowing this out. I've had in my mind for a while for what I wanted to do. And so this gave me an excuse to get it done. And I'm really excited with how it turned out. I thought I had lost the directions for like what I had done. By directions, I mean what I wrote down. So when I went to like mirror it and go to my second panel, can you not? I'm so sorry. Elsa is like playing with a cord over there. I'll see if I can show you without ruining the camera. So we put this cat tree back in here after we put another cat tree in the other part of our basement. And this is their first ever cat tree. We bought it for Winter, who had passed away actually about a year ago, March 15th. And so Elsa used to fit in that little hammock when she was a kitten. And she still really likes it, but it wobbles a lot. So we put it back in here so that when I'm in here, they have somewhere to go. Anyway, that's what she's doing. She was playing with a cord. So back to crochet related things. Sorry. But you guys, I feel like, seem to like seeing Elsa, and there she is not in my way, so bonus. But anyway, there's this pillow, and it's super stuffed. I made it firm because to account for settling, and I really like it. It looked pretty good on our couch, and if you follow me on Instagram, you might have already seen it. I posted a picture yesterday when I finished it. So I just made two sides that are mirrored, so they like pretty much look the same. and then I just single crocheted them together. I do want to write up the pattern for this and put it on Ravelry, probably for like $1.50, $2. Obviously it's not going to be very much because it's just single crochet and very mild color work. But I am going to be looking for testers probably in a week, or I'm going to open it and then send the pattern out probably like Wednesday, Thursday, and then you'll have a week and a half to finish it. So if you're interested, let me know. I'm going to post, there's a post on my Instagram that it's going to have the link to the application for it. And if you don't have Instagram, feel free to just, I'll just leave the link down below actually. So if you're interested, it is a fun pillow. It's pretty sizable. It's, oops, sorry, I'm trying to measure it against my sewing machine, which is like right in front of me. That's what you guys sit on, because I have a super high-tech setup. I don't know, it's probably about 16 inches long. I haven't fully measured it. But it's just using worsted weight yarn and an eye hook. So there's that. And I really like it. And I'm going to make another one in different yarn. And I thought I had grabbed it, but I didn't. So whatever. But this is the pillow. It's going to go on our couch. And then the second one I make is going to go over here in my chair. So that's my pillow. I'm naming it the Rocky Mountain Throw Pillow, because that's what I thought of when I made it. I'm so original. So creative. And then, like I said, I don't have any active whips. I do plan to hopefully finish Toothless by next podcast. We'll see what happens. And Toothless is for my boss, and I started it like at the beginning of the year, and I have not finished it. I didn't want to work with the black yarn. And then I realized there are a lot of little pieces I have to sew on, and kind of like with Orbit from Projectarian, that had a lot of pieces too, and I just really don't want to sew on pieces, so I've lost like all motivation to work on Toothless. But now that I've gotten pretty much all of my active whips done, I want to get that done, and then I'll try to work on the Koopa Troopa blanket. But, like, I have no promises. It's probably not going to get worked on. It's been sitting here in the same bag since I filmed that episode. So, anyway, in addition to working on Toothless, I also started a pattern forever ago last year. I don't know when I started it. I think I wrote it down on Ravelry. But it's Migo from Smallfoot. I started making up a pattern, and then Christmas hit, like the Christmas crazy for making all the... Oh my god, I don't have a stitch marker in this last loop. Anyway, the Christmas crazy hit, and I stopped working on it. I got the feet done, and the legs, and like I worked up to this part of the body. But I want to make it to where you're not sewing things on really. So like you make these little toes individually, and then you crochet together to then work up the legs. And so I started working on the hands, and I got through like the fingers, and I didn't make the hands yet to make the arms to attach to the body. But once I do, I would love testers, because I'm hoping, I mean, if it looks good, like if it looks like absolute crap, I'm not gonna release a pattern, or if I do, it's not going to be paid. I did originally want to do a paid pattern, because one of my goals this year is to make more patterns or design more patterns myself. So this is the start of Migo, and I would like to get him finished soon. So, but so far I think he looks pretty cute, and if you don't know who Migo is, I'll pop up a picture so that you can see it. And if you haven't seen the movie, you should, because it's super adorable, and I loved it. Which isn't saying a lot, because I like a lot of things. But, anyway. So, yeah, I'll be working on Toothless, and then Migo. And that's it for crochet-related things. I did do some sewing. My friend had purchased, excuse me, some cotton and some fleece to make some stuff for her. She adopted 2 rats, and has since adopted 2 more. And wanted 2 corner hut beds, 2 like double-decker bunk beds or like hammock things, and then 2 hammocks that have like a little hidey hole. And I don't I didn't take any pictures of it. And when I did, it was just on my table right here, and that's a hot looking mess. So I'm just gonna pop in a little slideshow of the pictures that she took once she got them into her cage. And the little ratties are so cute. They're little, I know not everybody likes rodents, but they look super cute. They're so cute. So I'll just show you what they look like. When I made them, I did use all of the cotton she gave me, and then I was able to use some for my stash, which was great because it's getting a little larger than I would like. So, and then also, she wanted grommets on the bunk beds and the little hammock, but I didn't have grommets, so when I gave them to her, it's also part of why I didn't take pictures, they didn't have the grommets installed, but she had a grommet set from her father-in-law, and so they installed the grommets themselves after I gave them to them, and then they hung them up. But I did include little loops, ribbon things, I don't know, to hang the corner huts. So I'll insert that now. Alright, so that was the stuff for the little rats, and I still think they look super cute, and apparently they're really enjoying them. So, you know, that's always a bonus. It's just like when I make things for my kitties, I really hope they enjoy them, and when they don't, it makes me sad, but when they do, it makes me really happy. So, that's all the sewing related goodness, all of my FOs, you know, my sort of whip that's been unfinished for who knows how many months at this point. But I do have some acquisitions. I mentioned last week that I had yarn from Crafternoon Treats. She has a podcast here on YouTube, and I forgot to show it. I'm going to show it now, and I apologize for the crinkling. Also, Bellatrix loves plastic and sort of chewed a hole in this plastic. She didn't ruin the yarn or anything, and she didn't really get to anything, but there's absolutely a hole in the bottom of this bag. So I need to transition it somewhere else. So I bought 3 mini skeins, and I have no idea what to do with them. I'm not sure. I'm just not sure what to make with them. This is the first time I'm holding them and touching them. It is super squishy and soft. I'm super excited. And I'm sorry, her name is Kathryn of Crafternoon Treats. So I'll leave all of her info below, but here's her business card, which is super sweet. And she is from the UK, so the shipping actually for this was really affordable. I was a little worried when I went to go buy it because she showed it on her podcast, and I just felt the immediate need to buy it because of this purple, which is actually showing pretty true to color, which is exciting. So here's this purple, and this is, I believe, sock weight yarn, so like fingering weight, and it's just such a gorgeous purple, and it's tonal, and I love it, but I don't know what to do with mini skeins, so I think they're each 50 grams, and I've never worked with mini skeins, so here's the gray, which is not showing up as true to color, which is weird, but whatever, and it's super squishy, and then here is this pink and purple mix, which is definitely not showing true to color. Alright, that's a little better. And now that purple's not showing true to color over on this left side. So there's this darker purple here, and then this lighter purple up here. It is so squishy. I really love it. I just don't know what to do with it. So I'm not sure if I want to, like, if you guys have any ideas for just 3 mini skeins, leave it down below. If not, I was thinking about maybe including it in a giveaway, which would make me, like, sad because I want to use it. But also, I want it to go to somebody who can use it, maybe somebody who does sock knitting and can use it for, like, contrast heels and toes and cuffs or whatnot. And then I noticed I did hit over 100 subscribers, which is super exciting. I love connecting with you guys and reading all your comments. And I do have plans for a 200 subscriber giveaway. I would like to give away So 2 winners. I have it all like planned out. I would maybe give away this. That's a possibility. A set of interchangeable crochet hooks. So Yarnology, who I believe is Hobby Lobby's brand, sold some at their stores, but I found the exact same set on another website for cheaper. So I was going to order that from there with some stitch markers and like my favorite pair of scissors, which are super sharp, and I just really like them. They're like vintage looking, but they're not vintage. So I really like them. They're sharp. They snip well, and they're really good at getting like right up and close to the yarn to snip it. And they're small, so you can easily store them. So I'd really like to do that as a giveaway if I ever hit 200, but we'll see. So if you guys have ideas for mini skeins, for 350 gram skeins, let me know. If not, I think I will give them away to some lucky person. So there is that. And then as far as my acquisitions, since I did finish the police box TARDIS, excuse me, I'm sorry, I did go ahead and purchase the thread for the Lord's Prayer shawl. The Lord's Prayer like wall hanging filet crochet that I'm going to be making for my father-in-law, and then also my husband's grandma. I'm going to be making the Protestant version, and then also the Catholic version because his grandmother is Catholic, but my father-in-law is not. So I'm not sure how much thread I need. I do know that it is going to be large, though. It's larger width-wise and height-wise considerably than the TARDIS. So I went to Joann's, and I got this Aunt Lydia's Classic 10 crochet thread. So it's a size 10, and this, they recommend a 1.5 millimeter crochet hook, and I'm not sure if I want to do a 1.5, which is what I used with the TARDIS, or if I want to use a 1 millimeter crochet hook. We'll see. It's 100% mercerized cotton, and I've never worked with Aunt Lydia's. I've only worked with Artiste brand from Hobby Lobby, which is what this was made with. And it has a lot of yardage for what you get. I think it's roughly $20, like 18 bucks US dollars at full price. But I used a coupon on Joann's was having a sale for 30% off thread online, but I didn't want to buy it online. And then I actually didn't know that Hobby Lobby sold this, so I didn't see it there. But they were having their 30% off on thread that week when I bought it, this past week. But I went into Joann's instead, and I used a 40% off coupon, so I got it for, I think, $12, which I think is really reasonable because you get 2,730 yards, or 2,495 meters. Which is a lot. This comes with less than 300 yards, and it's like $283 a piece. So I'd be spending considerably more by the end of it all buying them individually than not. And plus, I'm a little worried. I'm hoping that there are not a lot of knots in here. So that was also my plan, is to not weave in a bunch of ends or not make a bunch of that magic knot. So we will see. So there's this, and then I did get a bunch of new hardware for like the snap bags. So I purchased it. It finally got here, so I have, I think, 10 4-inch hardwares, and they are with this like bronze color. And then I have, there's a whole bunch. Total, I got like a lot. We don't need to go into how much I bought, but that's fine. So this 4-inch one, I think I'm going to make one and see if it would be good to like fit cards, because my coworker mentioned that, and like the people from the con mentioned that they wanted a larger one to fit cards. And then I also wanted some to be able to make sunglasses, a sunglasses case. My boss wants one, and then my friend wants one. So I have 3 3/8 of an inch, and that comes in this either brass hardware or the basic silver hardware. And then I also have a 3 3/4. There's really not much difference between, I lied, this is 4 3/4. Like, this is almost 5 inches. I'm ridiculous. Ignore me. And I have, I think, 20 of these. So this is also the silver and the brass hardware. Why I bought so many, I don't know. It was cheap. I wanted to. And I also would like to experiment with shapes for the bags, not just like a plain rectangle or a square. So I was hoping to do that today, but I got really busy. My husband's friend bought a couch, so we helped him move it. I needed to get my dad's truck because we have a topper on ours that doesn't come off, and he has stuff in the back, and yada yada yada, and so on and so forth. But anyway, then I also have a 3.5 one, which just is the brass color. And then my smallest is 3 1/8, and that all is in this like silver color. So I'm excited to experiment and see what I can make with it, and use some of my fabric that I have back here. So, and then with that, I'm going to use that as a segue to mention that I got my stuff back from the convention that Moose's friends were going to, and they took some of my stuff. And for some reason, the conventions were like super duds. Nobody showed up. But whatever. I mean, I made like a couple bucks. So, so I'm just going to show you all what I have. I do have 9 snap bags, and then I have 8 drawstring bags. So, I'm just going to try and organize these real quick to show you. And I apologize, they still have all of my business cards in them, so when I show you the lining, my bad. And my camera is about to die. Not die, it only lets me record for like 30 minutes at a time. But, ooh, dropping things. Okay, so, I'll do the ones that don't have like 2 in them. So, the first is this one, and they are up in my Etsy shop already. So it's just marble fabric with some Captain America, Iron Man, more Captain America people. So that's the front side of it. Here's the back side, just like a very big picture of Iron Man. And whoever this dude is, my coworker would kill me if he heard me like say that. And then the inside is just this yellow fabric. It's plain. It's just a plain yellow. It's not tonal or anything. And then, like I said, they're little snap bags. So when I make mine, I do like the ruffle. They're secure anyway. It's not like what you put in here is going to fall out. It is staying pretty well. I just think it makes it a little extra secure, and I think it's cute to have the ruffle, but I know not everybody likes that. So when I do make some more and experiment, I am just going to try and make some that are plain without ruffles, like when I do the sunglasses case. But here's the first one. And then I have one that is Pikachu and Pokeballs. And this one has a tonal yellow, so I'm not sure how well you can see it, but like it's a tonal yellow. It's got some like white in it, roughly. So that's Pikachu, and I really like that one. You don't go here. I thought I had 2 of this one. Nope, I don't. I just have 1. And then to go along with more marble, I have this marble fabric, which is just gray and black. And it's got like circles of the emblems. I'm not really sure. So I don't know who this is because I suck at this. Captain America. We just talked about this, like my husband and I did. I don't remember her name. There's like Iron Man's head down here. And then on the back, Captain Marvel. And I saw that movie with my husband, and we really liked it. So if you haven't seen it, watch it. Thor, Hulk, Spider-Man, something up here. So there's that one, and it's got like this gray tonal lining. And then my camera is about to die, so I'll show you in just a quick second. Okay, I'm back. I wanted to beat my camera to the punch on as far as like, you can't record anymore. So I did. So again, same fabric, just a little different cut. I didn't fussy cut any of these, so I don't know what this is. Again, I don't know all of these, sorry. But it has the same lining, it's just that this time I put the lining to the outside instead of the inside for the top, where the ruffle goes. And that's just the inside again. So, it's like a tonal kind of color. Like I said, you could probably see it easier based on that. So, there's that one. And then I have like 3 Star Wars themed ones. One quite literally just says Star Wars. And I like it because it's gold and black, so it says Star Wars. And I did gold for like the top threading up here, which I think turned out pretty good and matched really well for the most part. And then for its lining, it's just got these gold dots, which I thought matched really well with these outside dots right here. So there's that Star Wars. And then this one is with the, that's R2-D2, right? Like, I'm not going crazy, that's R2-D2. And I'm super happy. I think these lines on this one matched up really well for the most part, which was super exciting. And it's just got this plain red lining. And then my other one, it did not line up as well. So if anybody wants this one and you'd like a discount, let me know. Just send me a message on Etsy. And it's got a gray lining, which is not really like showing super true to color. There we go. So there's that one. Wait, you know what? I don't know that I want to sell this one. If I do, I'm going to just do it at a different discount because it doesn't snap as well. So, you know what? I'm going to do this one like at like $5. Okay. And then I have two Harry Potter ones, Deathly Hallows. So like the Star Wars, it's black and gold, and I really love this fabric. My friend is wanting her sunglasses case in this. So the inside, I really like the lining fabric I chose for this, but I'm not sure how well it's going to show up. It's like this scaly goldish color. Yeah, you can sort of see it there. I think it's super fun. Like, I really like it. I don't know. I got like a rainbow colored one. I don't know what I'm going to make with it, but I think it's super cool. And then here's the last one, same print on the outside, and then it's got the polka dotted one for the lining, like I showed you for Star Wars, except I just have it going to the outside. So those are all my snap bags. Those are all up on Etsy. Like I said, I'm going to discount this one because I'm not super happy with it. And then I'm just going to show you guys my drawstring bags, and then I realized I didn't do all of my acquisitions, so I'm going to show you what I got from Gigi Made It in just a minute. And I have 3 of this print, which is Doctor Who, and they all look slightly different, and this is the parachute cording, so you just pull it, and then it's got a super easy holder there. So I think these would make really great notions pouches, dice bags. This specific size for these bags I think would be great to hold cards if you're into card games. So this is what one side looks like, and then the other, and then here's the next one, and that. So it's got like a big picture of him on this one. And then this one says I am the Doctor really large on that side. And then it has the TARDIS over here. And I haven't seen Doctor Who, so I actually don't know which Doctor this is. I know that David Tennant was one of the Doctors. And I only know David Tennant because of Harry Potter, when he played Barty Crouch Jr. in Order of the Phoenix. Nope. Nope. It was the Goblet of Fire. For shame. Anyway, here is another Pikachu one. So, Pikachu on the outside, red on the inside. Oh, I didn't show you the linings. So this one is just black. I have 2 that are just black. And then, I think it's this one, yeah. The one that says, I am the Doctor. Nope. It's the one with his big, the big portrait of him. Has that, like, gray tonal color. And you can see it better when I do this one, since I can flip it out easier. And then, whoops. This one is just black, too. So that's 4 of those. I'm missing one. There we go. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Oh, there it is. Sorry. And then I made one of the Avengers fabric. And you can see everything more here on this one. And it's just got a black lining. And then I do have this other Avengers fabric. So it's really yellow on this side with the Hulk and Thor, Captain America. And this is the same one that I made that snapback out of. And then on this side I like it because it has the Wolverine. And my coworker bought 2 bags. I don't remember which ones he bought, but he did buy one of these. It had a blue lining, and he liked that better. And this is that tonal yellow I was talking about. I don't know if you can see it better here or not. It's just kind of tonal. It's not like a straight yellow. I really like it. I think it adds a little bit more character to it. And this one has a yellow top stitching, which I really like. So there's that. And then I have two left, two Star Wars. So it's that same gold fabric, not gold fabric, black fabric with the gold lettering. And this is the polka dotted lining. And then this one is just a black lining with Star Wars. And they're pretty equal with how the lettering came out. So like on this side, it's got Star Wars right there. That side is, which is totally unintentional, but that's how it happened. So there's those. So if you are interested in any, I'll leave the link to my Etsy down below. These are priced at $10, and then these are priced at $8. Sorry guys. And then like I said, this one's gonna be cheaper. It's gonna be like $5 because I'm just, see, can you just like tell the difference? Anyway. And then, as I said, I forgot to show you some acquisitions. It's my first 2 enamel pins, so I'm pretty excited. And it's from Gigi Made It. And I mentioned her a few podcasts ago. And I really love her enamel pins, and I'm super excited. They came, and I opened the package, and it came in this very bright orange bubble mailer because orange is her favorite. It was a super happy package to get in the mail. And they finally shipped, so this is, I'll take it out. It looks like she put them on her business card, and she has the business cards made to be according to the enamel pins, which I think is fantastic and brilliant. So this is Gigi's info, and I'll put it all below too. But this is her We Knit 2 pin, and it's got everybody represented on there, which is, I super love it. And I think I'm going to put both of these on the bag I got from Kalisha from the Quirky Money Craft Cast. So here's the We Knit 2. I love it. And then my favorite one is this one though, and it's like the yarn one. It just says mine, mine, mine. It's fantastic. I love it. So she's just got this giant hoard of like yarn. It's great. Oh, you can like see everything. Oh, now you can see me. Hey. So just so much yarn. I love it. And I dropped a thing. I don't know what I've dropped, but I have dropped a thing. I heard it drop. So that's the back for this one. It's got 2 to hold it since it is a larger pin. And the We Knit 2 just has 1. So I'm really excited by these. These are my first enamel pins. And then yesterday I actually purchased some enamel stitch markers from a seller on Instagram. But like she sells on Etsy. But she posted a picture. And they are Guardians of the Galaxy enamel stitch markers. And I'm so excited for them to come here. I'm going to show you guys when I get all done with it. So that'll be fun to show you guys next time. And then that's it for this week's podcast. My husband and I, when we went to Breckenridge, I mentioned that we went to a restaurant that we really didn't like. It was a fondue restaurant, and we had heard high raves about it from like his boss and his VP and yada yada yada. It's a small company just in Colorado, so we get to know more people that are higher up, and they're super sweet, and it's fun to see them and whatnot. But hang on. Okay, sorry about that. My husband called to see if I wanted to meet him and his friend for dinner at this new Indian place that they've. It's not really new, but it's a place closer to home. There's a place he goes to near his work that's like 30 to 45 minutes from where I am now, from our house. Sorry. And I didn't want to drive that far, which I thought is where they were going to ask me to go, but bonus, it's like near my parents. So, where was I? Yes. So real quick, I'm going to enter a montage here of our little date night to try and kind of like make up for the crappy experience we had at the restaurant in Breckenridge. The place is called the Swiss Haven. So like Breckenridge is a very touristy town, and I've heard like people say that it's good for Breck, and I don't even think it's good for Breck. I think it's just really crappy. But everybody is rating it like 5 stars everywhere on the internet. it's just, it's not good. So like if you've ever been to the Melting Pot, I don't know how many states it's in, but it's still pricier, but he had won a gift card for winning his chili cook-off at work, and that's what we used to go to dinner with. And price-wise, the other place you get considerably less, and it's not very good, in my opinion, compared to the Melting Pot. So at the Melting Pot, compared to the other place, you get more for less money, and it tastes like 100% better. So we had a fun little date night. We went to the Melting Pot. We live like 5-10 minutes away from the not 5 minutes away. We live pretty close to the downtown Littleton location in Colorado. So we went there. We really enjoy it. And so I'm just going to enter a few clips. My husband was really sad that when we went to Breckenridge, I had made like this little montage of going up there. And then I never finished recording it because I was like disgustingly ill. So he was really bummed that he didn't get to be in the that montage from my last podcast. And he really wants to like be on YouTube in my like podcast. I don't know why. He's kind of a weirdo. But we're just gonna call him Moose. That's his last name. That's my last name. That's our last name. And that's what he used to go by, or he still does. From some people, he just likes to go by Moose. So, anyway, he's in the video. I don't go around and like show myself, but I show you like a little bit of our cheese, our main course, and then the dessert. So, and then I had a yin yang martini. Normally, I get a virgin because sometimes the vodka ruins it for me, but this time I didn't, and then I remembered why I get a virgin. So, if you ever go there and you get a yin yang martini, they're super good, but I like to just get them virgin, which kind of defeats the purpose. But anyway, enjoy, guys. Thank you for spending some of your time with me today, and I will see you in 2 weeks. Bye.